live, live, going live. Let's go live, livety live. Let's go live, livety live. Hey everybody. Oh, Vector 3D. I'm actually going to be awake for a Joel stream. I know, right? It's that European Australian friendly time zone, I guess. God, that light is bright. Hold on. Let's just chill. Let's just chill. Is that the right one? There we go. That's a little better. Here we go. All right. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I know RC Maniac usually does that, but my goodness, it is noon here on the Pacific coast of the United States. Melissa Bent, whoa, my first actually live stream. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Beef Ingot, what's special about this printer? Prusa himself put his John Hancock on it. In the States, we say that because John Hancock was wrote his name real big on the Declaration of Independence so that King whatever could see it. Bill Steele's in the house. What's up, Bill? Brian Vines is in the house, too. That means epic dad jokes are represented. Sanders 3D had to pause a VOD to watch this. There's Grant. What's up? Producer David looking good. Thanks, man. Andrew Rogers with a tenner. That's 2 5s for the post-stream snacks and beverages fun. Andrew Rogers is probably one of the kindest humans on earth, and I love you dearly. This is, boy, everybody's just coming in. What's up, Stu? Glad you could make it. What's up, Aaron? Hello back. Savvy for a second. Ah, Pez Liz is here. Ah, bless your nerd heart. Seth Fowler's in the house. What's up, my dude? Filthy Phil, hello from Japan. What it is? What is? I don't know how to say hello in Japanese, right? Domo arigato is thank you, right? I believe. Nub Nub Bud arrives. Beautiful. Hill CTO, that's a water bottle, not a resin bottle. Yeah, this. What's up, GRT3D? So, Linus Tech Tips. Linus himself touched this with his sweaty, nerdy hands and rubbed it on his red beard and sent it to me because they knew that I needed to stay hydrated. And this being a chill stream, we should just chill out. I don't have rum. I have water with ice. Sláinte. Bill Evans, what's up? David just said the real Sam Prentice. Oh my goodness. Zombie Hedgehog, member for 3 months, dedicated printer for MakerDeck, perhaps. Perhaps. What's up, Cross 2010? Zombie Hedgehog is a member for 3 months. Bless your kind heart. If you'd like to support me and what I'm doing here on the channel, you can become a member here on YouTube. It affords you a little cool icon next to your name, and I think you get some other stuff. Yeah. So I lost my train of thought. Colin Campbell, trouble with Prusa printers is they are so pricey for so little. The size of the bed is small, yet the price is high. The price of the here's where it gets really, really interesting. And unfortunately, just the current state of the world doesn't allow a lot of things to progress as fast as they could. The Mark III platform from Prusa is more than 5 years old at this point. And in 3D printing terms, that's a long friggin' time, right? The ability to get parts for new stuff has really sort of kneecapped Prusa and team as far as being able to get new stuff out. Stu Morrison's a member. Thanks, Stu. Scamander 3D, what's up? So in order to get new stuff out, supply chains need to kind of get back in place, I believe. I can't speak for Prusa, obviously. The price of this machine, I paid my adult money for it, and I know it's expensive for what it is, but I hope that me and others supporting allow the future to progress. I don't know. I'm out of words. Carlos Alonso, that filament wall needs more backlit. Sure. Yes, it does. JRT3D with a $5. Bless your heart, my friend. Dusty Knuckles, what's up? Mike, never let those machines win, man. Extrudum, hello. Josh Q, what's up? Beefing good. Indeed, call feels like the Mark 3S's are really long in the tooth and getting squeezed on both ends by bamboo on the speed, and then low-end printers like the SV06 and your 3S1 Pro. I get what you're saying, dude. I totally understand it. We just have to see how it plays out. Farm of 18 Prusa machines in the back. It's been bulletproof for me. I know other people run farms with other machines. I'm just saying, it is what it is, right? I can't fix it. Oh, I got an itch in my ear. Hold on. There we go. Got it. We're safe now. Just 3D and me. OMG. Did I catch another live stream? You sure did. So let's get this anniversary Prusa machine out. I'm told Joseph Prusa himself sweated over this as he kindly placed a signature on the frame. That's the best part, really. It's that Prusa sweat. That makes it good. Oh, I should sharpen this. Andrew Rogers, member for 27 months. Look at that. My Prusa Mini's been fantastic. I hope to have a big brother for it next year. Awesome. Got schmutz on my knife. Gotta clear that. That. Oh. Box is open. Right on the top. Look at this. Congratulations. That's good stuff. US power cord. That's good. My manual was packaged in a way that bent the back page. Now it is no longer in mint condition, and I can't get a good grade for it. The most important part, though, Haribo bears. Yes! Look at that. It is gold. It's friggin' gold. Okay, here, let's get it over here. Okay, steel sheets inside there. Let's get that out of the way. Gold. Yes, look at that. That's just exciting right there. I wonder what number I got. 596. It's right behind here, number 596. That's kind of fun. Thanks, JoJo. 596. Cool. So I did purchase a fully assembled Prusa Anniversary Edition. I was going to buy the kit, and then I figured we could stream. But they were out of kits. Beef ingot is really gold plating or just colored? It is 24 karat gold. It's not really 24 karat gold. Come on. What are we doing here? What else is in the box? I want to make sure. Oh, box of goods. And on this side, Filament. What did I get? I got silver. Okay. Prusa silver. Extruded. How many Mark 3S Pluses do you already have? Neon Shadow, sell it to me. Well, here we go. Let's go over the list. I purchased 23 for my print farm. I then 3 of those were kits, and 20 of those were fully assembled. I took one fully assembled. I have 18 in the farm right here behind the wall. I took one fully assembled and one kit. The fully assembled one, I hadn't yet taken it out of the box. I took that and took it over to my local high school, the one that my kids attend, and they had 2 Prusa Mark II machines that I had actually helped them buy many years ago. They were seeing some issues, and I said, let's get you updated. So I swapped in for those 2. Okay, so that leaves me with 21 Mark IIIs that I purchased for the print farm, 2 of which I swapped out for Mark IIs. I picked up 2 Mark IIIs from the guy that does the laser etching on the 3D printers. Frick, I forgot the name. But I bought 2 from him. I do have a Mark II MMU. I got that. What else do I got? Is that it? It's Tor! Howdy, my friend. I think that's it for Prusa Mark IIIs, I guess. Careful spraying IPA. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, careful spraying IPA around that signature. It might run. Look at that. Here, wait. Could someone do this for me? Ready? I want to get right here. I'm going to point at the number, and I want you to take a screen capture and tweet it out and tag Joe, because he's going to want to know I got 596. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I love how we work together. I love that we're a team. I love that we're a team. Anton Lashley, hailing from the Caribbean. Oh. Would it be proper for me to say, I hope you're enjoying some rum at this time? Hope so. Woo! So here's the sheet that came with it. That's always nice. It's a little bit dusty. Just a little bit dusty. It's fine. Everything's fine. What's in here? It says steel or sheet and certificate on the inside. Ooh. Ooh. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Here we go. Certificate of authenticity. Look at that. I guess you could take a screen capture of that and have one of your very own. Dirty Daddy RC, what's up in Montana? Wow, look at that. Oh, yes. Okay. That's special. That is special right there. I did not anticipate that. And we did get a 10th anniversary steel sheet. You hush, Siri. Trying to take over. Beef Ingot, I bet this Prusa has mad resale value. That actually I don't know. The Prusa that went for the most was during the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation auction we did over there in Birmingham with E3D. And that went for, what was it, 10,000 pounds? I mean, it was special, right? But still, went for a lot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's fantastic. There it is. I don't know if I want to print on that. Let's print on it. Why not? Let's do it, huh? All gas, no brakes. Full send. Looking for the SD card. There it is. Thankfully, we found that. Also, my isopropyl alcohol is behind the wall, and it's not something that I can easily get to. So luckily, Prusa includes the alcohol wipes, so we can wipe that down. I'm gonna put this somewhere where it doesn't, where it gets saved, or at least out of the way. So what I'm gonna do is utilize the little isopropyl alcohol wipe. Don't do that. Wait, you're saying don't print on this? I mean, I should. Why not? Right? mean, it's fine. Why not? Oh no. Oh no. So here, I look at this. I am going to print on this. I'm going to print on it. But it has the same thing on the other side. So I can print on this and I can hang that on the wall. Let's hope it works, right? Frame it. Oh, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I mean, what's the... You know what I might do? The other side is going to be fine. You know what I might do? I might auction this off for charity. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, right? Maybe I do that. We have we do have our massive 3D printing nerd giveaway coming up. I can tell you it's going to be December 15th. Beyond that, I can't tell you much because we're still planning it. Silver, it's good. You know what? I have that anniversary Prusa mint. I should have brought that from home and printed with that. Ugh. C'est la vie. Yeah, I should be able to at least get you a decent... Let's see, how's this look? Yeah, look at that. That's a lot of fun right there. Huh? Okay, someone is saying there might be damage. So here is side one. Side one. Here is side two. There we go. Both sides do appear to be fantastic. I would say that we are good to go. I would say we are good to go. Oh, yes. All right, let's get this power cord going. Why not place your hand on the bare hot? I don't know. Vector 3D, can I contribute something to the giveaway? Most likely. I'll send you a note. We're gonna do a call to the community for things that could be given away for the massive giveaway and for the charity auction, all that stuff, all that stuff. Come on, get in there. There we go. Is that in? I hope that's in. Got the power cord? No, I don't want to do that. Just in case. Okay. You can't see the screen. Here, let's see if there's anything special that happens to the screen. I'll scoot it back just a smidgen. There we go. That's not too bad. Actually, I'll bring you down a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You can see my milk duds right over there. Okay, turning on the anniversary edition in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's just, oh, that was nice. That was nice. English. Hi, I am your original, oh, okay, so we're just going through the The standard stuff. Calibrate it, you'll be ready to go. Okay, please remove shipping helpers. Got it. Now remove the test print. Got it. I will run Z calibration. Here we go. Is the steel sheet on the heat bed? Yes. Daniel Craw, you could have stayed 2 more weeks in Malta and then directly flown to Frankfurt. I could have. But I could have also, wait a minute. What am I doing? Can I do that? Oh, that's so big. Oh, well. There we go. What if I do, let's see, I got an idea here. Here we go. Hey! I could have, please clean the nozzle. Okay. I could have stayed in Malta and definitely done that, but the problem is, in doing that, I wouldn't have seen my family in like forever. And I kind of like my family. They're good people. I'll put the Haribo bears right there. Okay, it's measuring things. This is good. It's so golden. So golden. Joe Herdina, I went to Sicily through Munich about a week before your Malta trip. Gustavo Resende, 3D printers are very expensive for what they offer. I guess depends on who you are and what you're looking for, right? Because there's a lot of 3D printers out there that are fairly inexpensive, all things considered, that offer a really high value for what they offer. It's preheating the nozzle. Hey, what's up, Karen? What's up? Neon Shadow, did you pre-order the Prusa XL? Boy, have I got a story for you. So the Prusa XL was announced at Formnext last year, and when we were there, I got an inkling that it was going to happen, and so we got to Prusa's booth as soon as we can. We talked to Joe. We got that video together. That's when Sean was working for 3D Printing Nerd, and we sent him back to the room to get everything edited up as fast as possible. But as we were talking to Joe and sort of figuring out the B-roll and stuff, the web page announcing it and allowing people to order hadn't necessarily gone live yet. I was sent a test just to see if I could get through. Got it. And so I was able to order fast. Like I clicked the link essentially as soon as the page went live to everybody else. Mostly, I believe. I believe my pre-order is one of the first. I didn't do it on purpose, but you know, you do what you can. So when the Prusa XL is released, I believe once pre-orders ship, mine should be one of the first, which means most likely I will be able to show it to you and everybody first, which I'm kind of excited about. Please insert the filament. Okay, I have to ask, how often do you get a filament roll and you pierce it right there to rip the filament out and then you realize it's resealable? Like, how often do you do that? How often? I do it all the time, like right now. The Prusa wind is always a good wind. Mitsuo level, hey, what's going on? Filament up top, we'll put it over here. Place it in here. Loading the filament. All the time, every single time. Yes, every time. Yes, yes, yes. Every time. Aaron, it's Filament extruding with the color. Yes. It's not the finest wind. I think that it's not. Well, I don't know. Prusa usually has the hexagonal sides, and there's no hexagonal sides here, so I don't know if, like, I don't know if this is just a batch for including with printers or whatever. I don't know. Let's see what's on the SD card. Prusa ready to go. Prusa test pattern. We got the whistle. Got Batman. The 3D Hubs Marvin. Aw, buddy. 3D Benchy. Prusa beer opener. Free Frog. Prusa dual color. Gear bearing. Triceratops. Vase. Nefertiti. Adelinda. The castle. Let's try to pick something that isn't going to take too long. Okay, that's going to, let's see, how long does the tree frog take? One hour 36. Okay, we can do that. Batman is quick. Is Batman quick? Should I do Batman? Should I do Batman? I don't know. It's just the Batman logo. Yeah, I know. But the tree frog, it says it'll take an hour and a half. I figure. I mean, it's 12. That's I was gonna hopefully go for 2 hours. Right? Mitch, 30-minute print Buddy. I kind of do want to print the Buddy. You know. I mean, I miss Buddy. Buddy's a 2-hour print. Tell you what, we're going to do a whistle because it's really quick, and then we can start another print. K2 drop. This is not Twitch. Buddy, Batman, the frog, beer opener, sober Prusa. That's funny. No, I'm doing the whistle. I'm going to do the whistle. Yeah. No, the Haribo aren't golden. They are just standard Haribo. And my wife will absolutely murder me if I don't bring these home to her. A Buddy at 150% speed? Alvaro, why is this taking you so long to do? Why can't you just get stuff out of boxes, Joel? Oh, man, right? Right? I wish it didn't take me this long. I promise you, I wouldn't take this long if I had to. Look at that. Whoa! It's a magic trick. These little PLA wisps, they hold on to stuff. Don't like the frog. Colin Campbell, looks like Prusa Printer here has copied the Creality Sprite hot end, and that's naughty. I can't tell if you're being funny or not. Are you being funny? I hope you're being funny because that's funny. Who's, wait, put a Revo on it? Ooh, maybe. I wonder if they have a special Revo, like a special. Melissa Bent, have you ever reviewed an Airy One printer? No, I haven't. I haven't reviewed their machine, and I haven't used their. I've used their filament. I believe I used the Airy One filament, but I haven't reviewed a machine. We are preheating. Christopher Reed, anybody can buy this model when it was available. Now that we're printing, I'll get you zoomed in, huh? Ready? Here we go. Production value. Not bad. Okay, how are we doing? Are we set good? That is a nice first layer. Toy Medic. Oh, hey, man. How's it going? I'm glad you're able to fix that print. I saw that on Twitter. That was you, right? Yes, Andrew Rogers, a gold Revo for this thing. Yes. Oh, it'd be good. How's it looking? It's looking kind of good. It's looking kind of good. Andrew Phillips, can you visit me in Texas? Mike Johnson, ugh, 10th anniversary sheet wasted. But it's not, because it's the same on the other side. So I could sand this side and then flip it over, and it's still brand new for framing. So I mean, you know, whatever. There we go. Yeah, look at that move. You know, here's the interesting thing. The Prusa slicer, I know for profiles, defaults to having a skirt that is 3 layers high on models. And I've never understood why that happens. And if you know, let me know, because I'm curious. Zombie Hedgehog with $1.49. Mike Johnson, send it! Send it! I could turn it up. It's the anniversary. Things should go faster, right? Okay, I hit speed of 250. We'll see what happens. Speed of 250. Probably still some acceleration values that it can't go past. Print that boy. Print that boy. Maybe it's a small draft wall. It could be, but at 3 layers tall, that doesn't seem like much. Incendium, I think it's the skirt is so high. Oh, to make it easier to get off the bed. That actually makes a lot of sense. A microclimate. I like that, Hiker Dad. How high? So Alvaro asks, how high can you go? I know that speed is just here on the UI. It's something that I can select, but we're still under the watchful eye of acceleration and jerk values. So I don't believe you can really send it. I believe you can send it once you modify G code or adjust the acceleration values here on the machine. Mike Johnson, they are not available. They were just available at one time, and then they were not. Nero, what's up, man? Tudum Carman, it must be a mini skirt. I get that. Just built my Prusa 10th anniversary edition myself. My bearings sound so dry, but the manual said it was pre-lubed. Should I lube it again? Doesn't hurt. As long as you use the right lubrication, it won't hurt to add more, especially on the bed bearings. It could be perhaps the bearings themselves are dried out. On the farm of 18, I know I've done a number of hours of 3D prints on all the machines in there, but one of them did very early on give me some not correct sounds with the bearings on the bed, and I did get repair kits with these machines, and so I swapped in new bearings, and those sounds went away. So it could be that you just might need new bearings. Maybe. Nathan McKinney is turning the speed and settings different than just turning the knob on the main screen to make it faster. Maybe. Probably not. The Fat Gamer for a $5. Hey, Joe, what FDM printer do you recommend for under $500? Ooh. There's really, There's really a lot to choose from. Prusa Mini, I mean, because we got a Prusa here, is always a good machine to use. I've had a lot of good luck with mine. I remember I bought one and they sent one for review. I ended up giving one to a friend for Christmas one year, and they've been printing like crazy on it as well. What is that one? I think it's the Soval SV06. I think it's the 06. I showed that here recently. It's over there. I was trying to look for the number. It's a good machine. The Creality Ender 3S1 Pro is a good machine. What's another one? The FL Sun Super Racer, that's under 5, isn't it? That's a fun machine, I think. Just 3D me, I seriously have a problem every time I catch your live stream. I buy 2 printers. Since the last time I caught your stream, I got 3 more. My poor wallet. I apologize. I apologize. Ernest Geared, that new Soval SV06 looks awesome. I think that's the one over here, right? Isn't that the one I just... Ugh, right? This one. I think this is the 06, isn't it? I don't know. But did a good job. It's just a printer in the corner. Hey, you know that Sunlu Terminator 3? That one's back there too. That one did okay once we got proper settings and proper G-code. Mike Johnson, Joel, as long as you're giving machines to friends, can I be your friend? You can be my friend. Just 3D me. For 500, I would do the Ender 3S1 and then get the Sonic Pad and clipperize it. It's an interesting idea. Actually, the stream today, because I just wanted to stream, it was either going to be get this out of the box or get the Ender 3S1 Pro connected to a to the Sonic Pad and making it go. I think that would have been fun. DB3D Dan, you are just capital letters now opening that beautiful machine. Slacker, love you, man. Love you right back. Hans Lane, any future collabs with NPH? Your guys' on-screen chemistry is awesome. Yes and no. At our last meeting, Neil and I talked about a future project, and I sort of advised him on a few things. Since then, we've had a few emails, but nothing has solidified as far as our next move. But I mean, I'll just, at some point before Christmas, I'll shoot him a text and be like, yo, Neil, what's up? What's our next thing? And we'll try to plan it out. Armando A, I like the Anycubic Viper. I have no problems with it. Well, they don't sell the Viper anymore, right? They just have the Cobra. Cobra, la, 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 la. They have the Cobra and the Cobra Plus and the Cobra Max. The Anycubic Cobra, let's see, the Cobra Go? Is that what God, there's so many, right? There's so many Cobras. Joe, have you tried out the BQB1? I did at one point. I had a stream with the B1, I believe. I don't remember if it was good or not. Elite MC, what's the best Creality 3D printer? Probably whatever the latest is Probably whatever the latest is with the Ender 3S1 line. That's my guess. Griff Gear, yes, the SV06 is great with the stock Prusa profile. Well, like Bill Steele just said, a Prusa clone done right. I would have to agree with him on that. Kenneth Bowers, hey Joel, with machines like the Bamboo X1 coming in at similar-ish prices or price points as Prusa machines, what are you expecting from Prusa research and 3D print as a whole over the next year? So it's really clear that speed at the consumer level is starting to be a thing. Like we talked about the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon because that was a fully packaged up speed machine that could print really well. We've also got FL Sun with the Super Racer and the V400. That's really fast. Sunlu with that Terminator 3. They're talking about speed. Creality having that Sonic Pad and clipperizing. the Ender 3 line and sending it faster. So we know that the future of 3D printing, at least on the consumer side, is going to include speed. And obviously, it remains to be seen whether or not manufacturers will be able to produce the hardware and the software combo that can achieve that speed, but at a quality level. I mean, I'm excited to see what the future holds in that because, well, I mean, frankly, the Bamboo Lab really sort of came out of nowhere and was just like, holy cats, right? Oh, and Anchor with their M5. I have the M5 in my garage in a box, but that is not coming out of the box because Anchor is bad, and they did bad things. So we are not going to take that out of the box. Andrew Osmond, a member here on YouTube for 16 months. Andrew, people should write hardcover books about your life because you're a rad person. Hi from Oak Harbor. Hello from Seattle. It's really going to be interesting to see so continuing on with what I was saying, it's really going to be really interesting to see what comes from Prusa in the next 12 to 24 months. I would imagine within that time frame, we're going to start to see supply chains catch up a little bit. There are still certain components that have wait times of like 18 months, which is silly. It's just silly. I know there's a lot of cool stuff in Prusa Labs right now that's just baking and just getting better every day, and eventually it'll come out and it'll be cool. I don't know. I don't believe I'm at liberty to discuss any of the stuff I've seen or heard, so I can't really, just in general, from Prusa, there's a lot of cool stuff going on behind the scenes that just hasn't been released yet, and so it's gonna be a fun next 12 to 24 months. William Steele, just got a notification my M5 shipped. Not sure what to do with it now that I have 2 Bamboos. Well, I mean, use it, right? No, and so the reason that I have an M5 is because we were in discussions of talking with Anchor about showing off the M5 here on the show. And we couldn't come to a conclusion. There were contracts being sent back and forth. They wanted me to sign their contract, but it's like, well, you're on my show, you need to sign my contract, and they wouldn't. And then it came out that they are not GPL friendly because they're utilizing Marlin and other libraries, and they said, oh, we'll go open source with things mid-November. But I mean, if you realize, if you're utilizing open source software in anything you're doing, if you release it outside your company or organization, you have to release the source code along with it or make it accessible. If you release it to person A outside your company and person A says, that's cool, well, this is open source and it contains open source libraries, can I get the source code to that? The company then has to provide it. And if they don't, then they are out of compliance with the source code. And so not only has Anchor released lots of stuff external to the company, people are actually receiving their units that they kickstarted, and they haven't released the open source libraries and the source code for stuff. So they are not GPL compliant, which means I'm really sad about that, but that means that the machine in the box will never be seen on the show. And it's really funny because they're utilizing Marlin, but they haven't released the source changes that they've made, and Scott Latine, main developer of Marlin, doesn't have this machine. So I'm going to take the box, the M5 box that I have in my garage, and I'm going to ship it to Scott so that he has it. So there we go. Boy, that was a lot, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm going to take a drink. That was a lot. Wayne Wenthin, my Bamboo showed up today. Happy days. Ooh, happy days. Luke Malatinsky, is this Prusa different anyway apart from the frame and bed? It is not. It is still at the heart a Prusa Mark IIIs Plus running latest firmware. It just has a gold frame, a signature, and a 10th anniversary bed. Morton Linhart, thank you for taking these things serious, Joel. It's important too, right? If I've had conversations with Joe and with others who are bigger in the open source community, open source hardware, all that kind of stuff, and it's really disheartening when, as an example, Bamboo makes millions on a Kickstarter utilizing open source libraries and doesn't release them. And then finally they do, and then they get celebrated for it. Now, it's weird to me that Bamboo was out of compliance for a while, and then said, don't worry, we will release them. And then they release them, and then people are like, yay, you did it. So it was just weird to see Bamboo celebrated for something that they were supposed to do anyway. I don't know. We have to start taking these things seriously. We have to start taking the open source libraries and the licenses they're released under seriously. We just have to, because if we don't, that's how you start going down the path to the end of open source, or the end of people utilizing it. Imagine this. If Prusa, being disheartened because of things, now all of a sudden says, we are no longer open source. I don't think that would be a good thing. I don't see that happening, but I don't think it's going to be a good thing. That was a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Intent. So how many printers do you have now? Too many. Hey, Titan's Revenge is here. That's great. Aaron F. Geared, the color makes it 20% faster. That is true. DB3D Dan, when are you going to start reviewing desks? 3D Desk Nerd is ready for you. NLTMW, most of us would not have a 3D printer if not for open source. Thanks, Joseph. I agree with you. Not Jen, any plans coming back to the UK anytime soon? I hope so. Currently talking to the people that be about TCT 360. 3D Musketeers 100%. Hope that was in reference to what I was talking about and just not in relation to how full your memory is. Elite MC, which is your favorite filament? I'm kind of partial to the Protopasta High 5 Blue because it's mine, but I've utilized lots and lots and lots of filament. My favorites, though, are generally the stuff that my friends make. So the 3DPN Vanilla Ice Cream from Printed Solid, the High 5 Blue from Protopasta. There's the Mystic Green from Prusa I really like. There's an Imolen brand on Amazon that's rainbow. That looks really good. 3D Musketeers, there is no such thing as too many printers. Ah, dude, you should visit me sometime. Tom Buck! What is up, my dude? Oh, I love that guy. Tom Buck is rad. If you don't follow Tom Buck on the YouTubes, you are missing out. Open source should be protected at all costs. 1000%. 1000%. Ah, Karen, $1.99. Are you out of your mind? Someone did leave a $2 chat. I did see that. I'm sorry. It was asking if I played RPGs, and I don't at the time. I don't, but I always would. I would love to. Let's see. Make des Volimage. Bonjour, Joel. Bonjour. Titan's Revenge. I printed a Joel in High 5 Blue. Nice. Nice. Hey, it's done. Extreme, will you be at Form Next on all the days? We will be at Form Next at least Monday. We will be in town Monday through Thursday. Monday through Thursday. Bill Steele, I have over 250 printers. What count? Well, yes, I know. Oh, wait. Why is that not in focus? Oh, well. Is it too close, maybe? Come on. Where are you at? There it is. Oh, look at that. Okay, right. Robert Griffin with 25. Robert. It's really kind of you. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High fives. In celebration of Robert's $25 super chat. Speaker warning, headphone warning. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Yes! Oh, I love it. That's so, so good. Oh, and look at that. Okay. A skirt multi-levels high, like 3 levels high. Super easy to get off the build plate. Man. Leonardo Brocchini, hi from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Hello, here from Seattle in the States. Daniel Cross, so Thursdays is Friday again. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, well, let's print something else. I think it's only appropriate. I think we do the buddy. Let's do a buddy. Let's do a buddy. Oh. I was still at 250%. We'll bring it back down here to 100% for the first layer or two, and then we'll kick it into high gear. Imagination 2 form. I too like taking skirts off. Hans Lane. A dollar question. Here we go. How much money from YouTube does chat make it to your pocket? That's a good question. I believe super chats on YouTube are a 70-30 split. I believe. Here we go. We're going again. Toy Medic, what's up? Member, appreciate it. I just watched a video where they 3D printed a new jawbone for a woman in the UK. It was a mesh, so now the bone could grow around it. That stuff is crazy. We actually talked to a company, a biomaterials company at TCT 360 last year, and you want to talk about a resorbable material. I believe it's resorbable, so it's a material that the body can grow around, it's biocompatible and be resorbed by the body. And so with that mesh, what they're thinking is then it's biocompatible and natural body or natural human cells can coexist with it. Hans Lane with a tenner. That's 1, 2 5s. This should get you a beer then. Appreciate you, man. I will use that to get a beer. Absolutely. Are we back? Are we printing? Hey, we're printing. There we go. There's me. It's making the buddy. It is making the buddy. Oh, that's not good. Here, we need to. There we go. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Marcelo Plentz, I'm new to the scene and haven't gotten my first printer yet. What's all the fuss about Prusa? That's actually a fantastic question. If anybody else here in the chat has ideas about Prusa, let Marcelo know. For me, though, Prusa itself as a company has always produced what I believe to be high-quality products. I know that currently prices are a little bit expensive for the feature set offered, but historically, Prusa has always been one to produce quality products and give great benefit to the 3D printing community itself. Personally, I have a bunch of machines behind this wall in a print farm that have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on them. I would say it's not necessary to get a Prusa machine as your first or second or whatever, but I think it's important to know the contributions that Joseph Prusa and his team have given to the consumer 3D printing space over the years. So that's my take on it. And you're getting a lot of other comments there, Marcelo. So is it Marcelo or is it Marcello? I don't know how your C is pronounced in your name, so if you could let me know just to make sure I'm saying it right, that would be key. Yeah, Bill Steele. Joe Prusa was one of the fathers of home 3D printing market. It's cool to think, right? It's cool to think that we know the guy who really helped bring home 3D printing to the masses. I know Adrian Boyer and the rep rap movement was there, but Joe was right there too. Brian Vines with a tenner. There's an Egyptian bust on that card, right? But it would take too long to print. So if I had to guess, I'd say you're Nefertiti gonna print it. Oh, Brian. First of all, thanks for the 2 5s, but oh, Brian. Oh. Like you haven't lived until you've heard a Brian Vines dad joke in person. You haven't. It's glorious. The warmth that just flows over you and the joy that you feel deep in the dark recesses where you would have a heart. It feels really good. Yeah. Elite MC. Oh, from Syria. Well, hello from the U.S. here, Seattle in the U.S. Big Jano, Joel, I know it's been a while, but there are any Fan Mail Fridays in the distant future? Oh, Jano, there are. This is full. This underside here is full of packages that have to be opened for Fan Mail Friday. It is we're gonna do a Fan Mail Friday live stream at some point, and all packages have to be opened up before December 15th, because that's when we're doing the really big giveaway live stream that also will have a charity component for Seattle Children's Hospital. Nefets3, how is your Prusa so quiet? It's brand new. A lot of times the noise that you're going to experience from a Prusa machine is going to be just from the hours of printing affecting the bearings. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I did have a Mark III that had bearing noise, and I replaced the bearings and it was just fine. What does that percentage on the display of the printer do? That percentage, so right there, you see it says SD, and next to it is a number with a percentage, and so that's how much of the file has been parsed through from the SD card. I hope that makes sense. Because a G-code file is just a bunch of text lines, and so how much of that has been parsed through, right? If you have 10 lines and you've parsed through 3 of them, you've gone through 30% of the file. So that's what that percentage is. Camilo, hello from Argentina. Hey, good to have you. Buana's in the house. What's up, you beautiful human? Thanks for stopping by my small little show here. Buana is just a breath of fresh air when you watch his stuff. Ah, good to have you, man. Okay, it's been a while. Everybody, if you do have something to sip on next to you, whether it's warm or cold, or whether it's adult beverage or not, I invite you to pick it up and take a sip. Sláinte. OMG Frankie. Hey Joel, what other printers do you have? Have you had fun with Creality printers? I love my Prusa, but recently got my hand on a Sonic pad, and it's fun. Mardini, hey, aloha. Let's see, I've played with lots and lots and lots of Creality printers over the years. I do have a Sonic pad at home and a new Ender 3S1 Pro. And originally, so my producer David, I was talking to him because, okay, story time. Everybody tuck in. Story time. Originally, what was scheduled to air today was a video of all of the footage I got at the East Coast Rep Rap Festival from my little DJI Pocket. I, along with apparently everybody else, had a DJI Pocket. I know Uncle Jesse talked about it. So I went around and filmed stuff. Slave, what would you say might be the benefits of high-speed lead screws? Rotation, I don't know. Thank you for the $5, but I don't know. I don't know. Benefits of high-speed lead screws, I don't know. So originally I was supposed to air that content today. We utilize editors for the stuff, but I was gonna edit that one, and last night I brought up the footage. Like I filmed myself hosting some stuff here, and I was gonna drop in the ERF footage, and it was just gonna be a fun time. And I brought it up. I loaded it up into the editor, and the first words out of my mouth were, "Oh man, I'm just back from Earth." And I just hit stop, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. Because I'm not just back from Earth. So I said, I'm going to stream instead. What should I stream? So I was talking to producer David, and I'm like, I've got the Ender 3S1 Pro and the Sonic Pad. I know I got to do something with that. Hey, you know what? Let's get the Anniversary Edition Prusa out of the box. And that's how we got to this. That's how we got to this. I saw Titan's Revenge there was saying boo boo Creality, right? Right? So we got do we got to talk about that? We got to talk about that, don't we? What are you drinking? Ooh, water. Water with ice. Oh my gosh. Something just popped up on screen, and it says now would be a good time to insert an ad. What the heck is YouTube smoking? Jeez. Duo, high-speed lead screws require more power to run. Oh. Oh. Dutch developer, no? Frog Boss, Joel, so now that it's been out a while, do you think maybe the Bamboo X1 is worth the money, or is there another printer coming out that you can print multiple tiers just as fast? Everyone seems to have one. The Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon is a fantastic entry from Bamboo into the 3D printer market. I think that if you have that as a budget for a 3D printer, it's really not a bad purchase. I believe you would get a lot of joy out of doing that. But there's always going to be fast printers coming down the pike. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you have the budget for a Bamboo and you want to get a Bamboo, you should get a Bamboo. If you want to wait for a bit, I think you should do that. Mars Gizmo's in the house. What's up, man? I'm going to see you at Form Next. I'm just going to give you a big bear hug. Yeah. Elite MC, which is the best way to film 3D printing? Well, like this? Like this? Oh, I got to turn it up, don't I? Sorry about that, I forgot. There we go. A buddy at 250% speed. Hobby Hands with a fiver. Joel, is a belt printer in your farm? I recently added one in my farm and a part to print about 100 copies a week. And it really has saved me time. No. I got rid of all my belt printers. I was experiencing some issues with some, and I didn't have the space to allocate for them, so I gave them away. So I gave them away. Luppy Luptonium. So never going to see Earth. Yes. Yes. Yes, you will. I just have to. Okay. So last night, like when I was editing, and I was like, I am not doing this. I am not doing this. I ended up, I put on my comfy pants and I made a drink and I watched some TV with my wife. So I just have to find time to edit it together where I'm not like tired. Bill Steele, you do have a few belt printers, and so does Pooch. Pooch has a bunch of belt printers too. Mars Gizmo with 10. Oh yeah, bear hug in a few weeks. You bet, buddy. Raj, do you have any experience with SLS 3D printers? Not a lot. I did visit Engtype, which is just a few hours drive away, and I got to play with a Formlabs, the Fuse 1. Ooh, excuse me. I got to play with the Fuse 1, which is an SLS machine, and I've seen SLS machines that shows at in Form Next and whatnot. Mandray, any news on an Elegoo Neptune 3 review? I don't believe there's going to be one. I'll tell you what, here's my experience with the Neptune 3. I got it, put it together, printed some things. It sucked. It just sucked. It was awful. I sent an email to Elegoo. It was like, what's going on? Why is this terrible? Here, upgrade the firmware. Put a new firmware on. Prints were better. but it's not doing anything that's different or special. It's just the Neptune 3. It works. It works just like all of the other 3D printers in that price range that look like that work. And so it's not real. Like, I have it at home. I'll use it if I need to. And if there's a project that I have in mind that I want to utilize it for, then I'll just do it. Elegoo did just send the Neptune 3 Pro. That's at home in a box too. So yeah. I get machines in. I get lots and lots of machines in. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I can't produce reviews on all of them. I believe that would be impossible. So to do a proper, I don't want to be the person that just prints 4 things and says, here's my review of this. I don't think that's fair to you, the viewer, and I don't think that's fair to me as someone that's trying to provide high quality content. So a lot of times what happens is I get the machines in, I utilize them for a number of prints, and then I now have personal experience with the brand and the machine. And if people ask me about it, I can speak from personal experience, but I don't necessarily have to put out a dedicated review here on the channel just because for one reason or another, it's just not the right way to do it. But there's always YouTube Shorts. There's always taking pictures and posting them to other social networks. So you'll probably see the Neptune 3. And you'll probably see the Neptune 3 Pro coming up. As far as a dedicated review, most likely not. If a machine comes in and it does something spectacular or crazy in a cool new way, I'll probably review that. But if a machine is just, then I'm not going to review it. Golly with a 5. High five. Chat high five. I love it. Hey, Dr. Andolph is in the chat. What's up, Doctor? Good to have you. Titans Revenge. Don't let Uncle Jesse hear you trashing the Neptune. Listen, when I had problems with my Neptune 3, the first thing I did was text Uncle Jesse. Dude, I am not having a good time. He's like, oh man, that sucks. I'm having a great time with mine. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, Shadow, I know you were trying out the Form 3L, but have you actually purchased one yet? Or maybe they're Form 3 Plus. Hold on just a sec. Tripods Garage, $4.99. Are you out of your mind? I'll take that frosty beverage, my friend. As far as the Formlabs hardware, so I had a Form 3L, I had the Wash L and the Cure L. It was essentially $20,000 worth of hardware in my garage. Just to use, to print, to show off, to do cool stuff. I had liters and liters and liters of resin, all at like $200 to $250 a liter. All sorts of their tanks. It took up a lot of space in the garage. It wasn't bulletproof, and I could fit a lot more things in there that wasn't that. And so I talked to Form and I said, thank you for giving me an opportunity to play with your hardware. I think the time is up, and let's ship it off to someone else who can actually get some use out of it as well. And so we sent it. They ended up sending it to a YouTuber down in Portland, Oregon. Yeah. But anyway, so Formlabs, nice company, fun to deal with. Zombie Hedgehog with a 5 for the Pancake Fund. That's amazing. But it's just not for, I don't know, it's not for my garage. It's not for my garage. Don Torres, so wait, you and Uncle Jesse don't get along? Dude, Uncle Jesse's like a brother. Why would you, that's a weird, We're good people. Yeah, we get along just fine. Adam Phantom, how can I convince my wife I need another 3D printer? Ooh, I don't know the answer to that. What are the reasons why you need another 3D printer? If it's to tinker and have fun, I mean, everybody has hobbies, and our loved ones are typically ones to hopefully support our hobbies. And so maybe you can appeal to your spouse from that and say, I would like to play with this. It's my hobby. I enjoy spending time with it. If it's to make money or if it's to do something else, then maybe utilize those reasons. I don't know. Movie Geek, just get your hands on a Formlabs fuse. Yeah, the fuse one, I did get to play with it. The problem is like all that sintered, all the powder, right? The nylon powder, it's messy. It is so messy. You need a dedicated space for it. Dedicated space. It is a neat machine, but man, I don't have that sort of space. Justin Dixon, hey, you made it, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Look at Buddy going. We're just scooting along at 250% speed. Don't say pancakes too loud. Sam Prentice will hear you. Melissa Bent with $1.99. Are you out of your mind? Just a little toward embiggening your garage. Oh. I believe I would need a lot more people to give me $1.99 or you're out of your mind in order to do a proper embiggening. I should just move to Canada and just go hang out in the Linus studio. Will Nelson, what do you think about the dangers of resin? What do I think about the dangers of riding a motorcycle? I mean, what do I think about the dangers of driving a car? I mean, what do I think about the dangers of household cleaners? I mean, what? Wait. No, I'm sorry. What do I think about the dangers of paint spraying? Wait. No. What do I think about the dangers of walking or running while it's raining outside and slippery? I think the dangers of resin is similar to the dangers of lots and lots of other things, and there are very specific ways to mitigate the dangers. But resin, along with all of the other things I mentioned, are really just be careful and take precautions. Wear gloves, wear a respirator, have a good ventilated room. Don't put IPA in a ultrasonic cleaner, stuff like that. If you could just be careful, you're going to mitigate all of the dangers of resin that are there. So just like with anything that's dangerous, just find ways to mitigate the danger, and you'll be totally fine. What's up, Creative Bear? Welcome to the show. DB3D Dan, what about the dangers of drinking city water? My city water is tasty, so I don't know what you're talking about. Carl Downey, what's your favorite color to print in? Blue. Oh, you know what I'm going to show you? Here, I gotta go over here. So the printer's printing, but I'm going to show you this. Long ago, right, there we go. Come over here. Long ago, when I was working on a project with Mosaic and Raise 3D, I made this mini Joel. Because their Canvas software allows you to stamp an image on, which was kind of fun and new at the time. No one else allowed this. I stamped my JoelBot logo in gold onto my mini Joel. It was kind of neat at the time. I like it. Anyway, nerd on a nerd. That's right, Dan. Nerd on a nerd. Roberts, can you leave PLA out? Yes! PLA itself and most filaments. PLA itself, though, it's not very hygroscopic. It will absorb some moisture. It can degrade, but in a controlled environment, you can get a lot of mileage out of leaving it out. Some of the spools on my wall have been out for years. Years. And they're totally fine. Now, you can't do that with PETG, my goodness. You can't do that with TPUs. That's not a good idea. And any of the really the really good stuff, let's see, what have we got here? Yeah. Like this. Focus. Look at that. Peak printing temperature, 370 to 400 C. Build plate temperature, 150 to 160 C. So this sort of stuff, it's on my wall because it doesn't really matter what I do with it. It's not going to be printable. A lot of times for those sorts of filaments, you have to dry them out under vacuum just to be able to get all of the moisture out. I'm actually, long ago, I was talking with my friends at Vision Miner about how they utilize a vacuum, what do they call it? Like a dehydrator, right? A vacuum dehydrator. Anyway, pulling the moisture out of high temperature filaments so you can get the best printing experience. Domenico, try living at the seaside. Pet G can go bad in about a day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Imagination 2 form peekaboo. I see what you did there. Lead MC, how can I store my filament? You can put it on a wall. You can put it in a box. You can put it on a shelf. You can put it on your printer. Ken B, hey Joel, double question. What was your first 3D printer and what's the oldest 3D printer you still use? Oh, my first 3D printer was a Flash Forge Creator Pro that my wife and kids got for me from Amazon for Christmas of 2014. That is not in service. It's somewhere, but it's not in service. The oldest printer I still use. Most likely the Prusa Mark III, like the original Mark III. Travis D, what is the current print speed? That's a good question. My guess is standard is 50 to 60 millimeters per second. The speed setting is still restricted by acceleration and jerk, so it's not going to be like bamboo fast. It's moving. So yeah. Adam Phantom, what is the worst printer that you have ever reviewed? Oh, the Robo R2. The Robo R2. The Robo R2 was interesting. They went out of business because of this. Like what they sent out was just garbage. It was great. The Robo R2. I actually have. If you go look on my channel and look up 3D Printing Nerd Robo, you'll find it. And man, that machine, they sent me one. It didn't work right. They sent me another. It had a bent lead screw. I was like, well, guys. And so they sent me a third one that they put on a flatbed truck and drove to my house. It still had a bent lead screw. And the whole reason is because before they sent it to me, they took it to their shop and added some things to it and didn't pre-package it right for the trip to my house. Yeah. I heard later on that Braden from Robo badmouthed me in crowds because he said, I just trashed the machine to get views. I haven't talked to him in years. He's going to deny it, which is fine. He may not have said it, but I didn't. I didn't trash their machine for views. They trashed their own machine. So anyway, that's probably the worst machine I've ever reviewed. ENR, what printer did you not have high hopes for but were pleasantly surprised? Recently, it was the SV06 from Soval. I was pleasantly surprised at how easy it was to build and how good the print quality was right out of the gate. Easy. Kind of recently. So when I got in the Cobra Max for review. I was like, well, this is just a Viper, but bigger. I thought, well, I'll just make a bigger Viper in my slicer and I'll print some stuff on it. And it was good. Like the Cobra Max, good. Just right out of the gate. Easy, wonderful, large 3D printing. I was really, really pleasantly surprised with that. Practical printing with a fiver. That's 5 from Chris. I believe in miracles. Where'd you from? You sexy thing, sexy thing. I believe in miracles. Look at that. Chris is always up for a song. Hey, anytime you see Chris, make sure you ask him about Vegas and our time there after CES. That was a good time. Bill Steele, I'd say both the Soval as well as the Bamboo were great surprises. I think the Bamboo was a surprise because of how different it went about things. It just sort of, they were like, hey, do you want one? And I'm like, sure, I'll take a look at it. And I was like, slice, print, fast. Slice, print, fast. Slice, print, fast. Slice, print, PC, fast. Slice, print, nylon, fast. Slice, print, ASA, fast. It just worked. It just worked. It just worked. So that's a good call, Bill. That's for sure. Oh, my number, I got 596. 596. Matt, hello from the Lake Forest Park Library. Shh, everybody be quiet. Matt's in the library. Whisper voices. Zombie Hedgehog with $1.99. Zombie Hedgehog, $1.99? Are you out of your mind? Titan's Revenge. I wouldn't know about the Cobra Max. They sent me the Cobra and promised the Plus and Max, but never sent them. Oh, that sucks, dude. If you got room for a Cobra Max, like reach out again and say, I'm on a stream with Joel, and he said you should honor your word and send that Max. Send it. Send it. Give you a thumbs up. Matthew Stapleton. What's up, Texas? What's up, Dallas? Matt's in the back. Okay, you're in the back room. We can have normal voices. Doug Torres, Joel, what's your thoughts on the Positron? That's a fun machine. I mean, it's neat. It's not gonna be the next best thing in consumer 3D printing, but it's just neat. The Positron is neat. And having it fit inside a filament box is really cool. When I was at IRF, I was talking to Jason from LDO Motors, and he was talking about the Positron kit trying to aim at the same price tag as the Voron V0 that was next to it. Now, I don't know if that's how true that is, or if it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know if it's official, but anyway. Yeah. Brandon 0109, Cobra versus that new Elegoo. I'm looking to pick up my second printer and just want it to work. Get the Soval SV06. That doesn't require me taking anything more out of the box, and I can just go on past experience. Axel 092, have you seen the Ender 5 S1 new extruder? I have not. I will have to look that up. Thanks to you, Joel, I now run operate a 3D printing lab at Utah Valley University. Thanks for igniting my interest way back in 2016. Well, Dallin, that's wonderful. Thank you for letting me know. I really hope it's going well. If I can ever make it out there, I'd love to visit and get an official high five in person. I'd love to see what you're doing. That's really cool. Scratch and Jack with a $5. That's a 5. What's up, Scratch and Jack? It's your fault 3D printing has become an obsession of mine. Not a bad thing, and thanks for all you do. I take that blame. Absolutely. Dirty Daddy RC. Hey, Joel, what's the strongest filament that you run? Ooh, let's see. That's a really, really good question. So strong. We're talking about strength. Normally, when we talk about strength, like carbon fiber PLA isn't strong, it's stiff. The Onyx from Mark Forged with that inlaid fiber is pretty strong. I would say, though, probably, well, okay, so the Onyx with the inlaid carbon fiber is probably going to be the strongest filament that I run. but I've seen even more strength from the Impossible Objects team. Zombie Hedgehog, is that PC outside still holding up? Oh, when I fixed the fence. Yes, yes, it is. Absolutely. It's holding up just fine. Dogs have not made it. Have not made it out. You know, they haven't pushed the fence down. Domenico with 2. How's that? You shut up. Domenico, you shut your mouth. That is not cool. Oh, hey, here's the thing. Last Saturday, we released the episode of 3D printing history. You know, our first episode from Malta, where we talked about going to the Siege Bell and scanning it with different technologies, and then going into the computer and seeing the software and coming up with the model itself, all thanks to Construct 3D. They were able to bring us out there because they wanted to show off their machine, and we tried to come up with a really cool way to do it, and that's what we did. Lots of people loved it. Lots of people shared it. If you haven't seen it, please go back and watch it, because I don't think a lot of people saw it. It was probably the best video we've ever released on the show. Ever. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Go back and watch it if you haven't seen it, please. Please. Melissa Bent, I love that fence bracket video. Oh, good. That was impromptu. I mean, I was just going to fix it. And my wife's like, you should film this. And I said, oh, yes, I should. Did the neighbors ever comment on it? They did not. Malta video was amazing. Thank you, Toy Medic. Titan's Revenge. The Malta video was great. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Elite MC, what is the best 3D printer by value? Ooh, it's a good question. Depends on what you're trying to print, right? Because some people will tell you that a $500,000 3D printer is of the best value because of the business they're in and what they're making. And so it's really tough to judge a 3D printer based on value, because that's a subjective thing depending on who's purchasing it. Titan's Revenge, coming from a filmmaker, I can say the production value was great. Ah, thanks, man. That really means a lot coming from you. Big channel video is done. Thank you, man. Alex Gibson, production video is great. Great video from Gary. Yes. Okay, I'm so glad you people have... Oh, I'm so glad. Dirty Dad said you should do a collab with Print, Shoot, Repeat. I'm not familiar with Print, Shoot, Repeat. I'm not familiar with it. I'll have to look them up. I will have to look them up. Zombie Hedgehog, Prusa is probably the best value, ironically. Well, maybe. Maybe, right? Maybe. It depends on the context. Captain Moore, don't yell at me, but I have a brand new Prusa in the box I ordered January 2020, sitting in the garage. Oh, I have a machine sent 2017 still in the box that I haven't opened up. Big Chano, I thought it was National Geographic. Hey, that's pretty good right there. My code for the Sobol doesn't work. I don't have any extra codes. I believe it was a one-time use sort of thing. DB3D Dan, Print, Shoot, Repeat is a Pew Pew printer. Okay. People ask me. I think the people that 3D print Pew Pews, I think it's an amazing STEM thing. I think being able to 3D print custom stuff like that is amazing. It's not something that I can feature here on my show. I do a lot of stuff with organizations and educational systems that aren't able to showcase that sort of content. And so I support those creators and what they do. It is not something, unfortunately, that I can showcase. I hope that makes sense. Zombie Hedgehog, I'm trying to get a printer purchase set up for the IC3D, the Toys for Tots program. Do you need to purchase one for that? Do you need, I mean, it depends, I guess. You could just go get yourself an Ender 3, right? Daniel Deslandis with a 10. That's 2 5s. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's see. What original 3D creations are you most proud of? So I recently talked about fixing my fence, and that was neat. But still, probably my best original creation was the time that I fixed my refrigerator because of how destroyed the part was and how I had to recreate geometry via best guess, and it worked. And it's actually still in the fridge. Sorry, Prusa. It's still in the fridge right now. Danielle Deslandis, hey Joel, when can we send money for the Children's Hospital? Do you have a link? All of that. So the big stream this year where we do the giveaways and stuff, we will be working with Seattle Children's Hospital at the time, and it'll be then. So it's going to be, I'll be able to release the link before, but that stream is going to be December 15th. It is. Titan's Revenge. Stop saying enter. What should I say instead, man? CLR, ha, my fridge is what got me to 3D printing too. Broken drawer clip, right? It's those, I've heard that from so many people that 3D printing was always something maybe that they were just kind of interested in, just a little bit. And then all of a sudden a problem presents itself that can't be fixed any other way, or is fixed easiest thanks to 3D printing, and that what gets them all invested. I find that to be fascinating. Like, it's happened to lots of people. So I'm just glad that I can be there. Titan's Revenge, trash. Sure, I get it, dude. I know what you're talking about. I get it. But what else do we recommend that's not an ender then? What's your top three? Top three. Come on, man. Big stretch. Joel, you afraid of ghosts? And how do you best mitigate ghosting? Let's see. Ghosting is really just make sure your belts are tight and you're not going too fast. Ghosting is going to, let's see, acceleration and jerk are going to affect ghosting. Right, because if your extruder's taking that hard corner and it just wiggles at the end, I think, I don't know. I think you have to adjust, make sure your belts are tight, and then don't run too fast. Check acceleration and jerk. Craig Arthur, I've made a lot of battery compartment covers. Yes! Oh, yes, I wish there was like a global archive. I know trade secrets are a thing, but anytime a manufacturer makes something that takes batteries, like a remote, and it has a cover, I think the cover globally, like every company everywhere globally, should submit that 3D model along with information to a repository, because those are always the things we lose. And if we had a repository globally of all the things that take batteries and the covers that fix it, then we could print the fixes. And rather than having to use tape, that would just be, that would just be amazing. Alan Mitchell, oh, the KP3S, that's right. The King Room machines. Yeah. I like that. Mitch 3D, Kodama Obsidian is my top 3. Mitch, you know, I got to play with an Obsidian. I had one. You know that. I don't know if I've ever shared this. So Michael Hussman from Kodama, he came to my house. We did some stuff in the garage with the Obsidian. I had the Obsidian, and then it was up to me to send it on to its new owner, and I sent it to, he had me send it to Unbox Therapy, and then apparently they didn't do anything with it, and so on Twitter he threatened legal action against Unbox Therapy. This was like years ago, years and years and years ago. But yeah, how crazy is that? NH3 to Canada, Canadian $2.99. Are you out of your mind, eh? Live with Nero and Coron build when? High five. Oh, I will build a Voron at some point, I promise. I promise. I have the parts. I have the parts. I just have to do it. I know. Titan's Revenge. I'd rather have a Voxelab Aquila. Okay, the Aquila 3D printer from Voxelab. Those are good. I like those. I haven't had the chance to, let's see, did I ever play with one? No, they never sent me one. Never sent me one. I do love how this Prusa stream is now just a spilling the tea stream. All right, let's go full send. Okay, what questions do you guys have? Let's see what we can get answered. I got no secrets. Mitch 3D, I'll come to Seattle and build it for you. Sure. Mitch, get in line. Bill Steele, I have the Polaroid copy of that Kodama Obsidian. Printed once with it and went to the warehouse. I had the one that was the Furling Tech. I had the Furling Tech one as well. They sent it to me. I ended up giving that to Keith from Protopasta when he was working at Protopasta at the time. Green tea or regular tea? I like it. Aaron, do you like Pop-Tarts? I love Pop-Tarts. Choi 0706, did you finish that huge Zhao Ghost? It ended up getting to a certain part and there was a jam, so the top wasn't there, so I printed a few hats for it. You can find that on the YouTube Shorts. So if you go to my channel and look at Shorts, I talk about it there. As Liz, how about I come to Seattle and build it? That would take a few weeks. Yes, it would. Sure. Elite MC, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Next, an honest opinion on the Bamboo. Bamboo makes incredible hardware, and they have shown to be a very positive presence in the community, always with good support and updating their software and their firmware. It really, really sucks that they utilized open source and didn't release it at the time they were supposed to. And some people think it's not a big deal, but it's a big friggin' deal, and it really, really sucks. So good on Bamboo for making something awesome. Just, I wish you would have done things the right way from the beginning, because then it just makes it a little bit more difficult. Paul James, do you use Octopi? I don't yet. Alex Swavely, I'm in Seattle and I would build it on stream for you. Yes, Alex, I know. No, I will build my Voron myself and it will be fine. Practical printing. What if I'll actually get my Voron finished before Joel starts to build his? Let me shake my 8-ball. Signs point to yes. Dirty Daddy RC, what is the best high-impact PLA to print with? That's a really good question. I don't know off the top of my head. High impact. PLA isn't typically known for its impact strength, right? I don't know. That's a really good question. There might be some PLA pluses out there. I know Polymaker makes a lot of PLA variants that might be high impact. Might be something to look into. Adam Phantom, good luck trying to get a Raspberry Pi, right? Are expected any more NPH collabs? Oh, there's nothing booked at the time. I'll probably text Neil before Christmas and just be like, yo, dude, we got to figure out what we're doing for our next thing. But right now, nothing on the books. Zombie Hedgehog, the important question, what filament and colors would you use for your Voron? Blue, ABS. Well, actually, the PIF, right? Print it forward, people. They've already printed all the parts for my Voron, so I'll probably use those. Bill Steele, TPU is great for impact strength. That is true. That is true. Jimmy Harvey, mainsail versus fluid preference. None at the moment. I believe I've only used mainsail. I have not used fluid. Luppy Leptonium, Magic 8-Ball should be printable, right? Yes, it should. Polyamide will replace PLA pretty soon, I believe. Polyamide? Really? You're talking about nylons. Like PA6 and PA11? That's going to replace PLA? I don't think that's the case. I don't think polyamide's gotten to the point where it is as easy to print as PLA, right? Titan's Revenge. I want my elixirs back. You and me both, man. Jacob B, why does Pet G love nozzles? That I don't know, but man, it loves to crawl up that nozzle, doesn't it? Ugh. DB3D Dan loves mainsail. Aaron F. Geared loves fluid. There we go. Rhett1, I kind of wish Prusa would update the i3 line to have a color screen like the Mini. Well, parts availability is tough, but you know, there was a Mark II, there was a Mark III. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe. I don't know. Glass transition temperature PLA is garbage. That is true. It's a great material, but heat is its kryptonite, I believe is what I heard someone say. Oh, the Pipe Picos are available. Okay. PA creeps under mechanical strain. That is true. Nylon is not a rigid material. In my TP, it's me. Just joined late. What are we up to? I got this Prusa, anniversary Prusa out of the box, and we're printing a little buddy right now. ABS is good until it gets cold. I mean, it still performs well when it's... Oh, are you talking, oh, like printable, right? You're talking you can't print it when it's cold. I think that's what you're saying. How's this Buddy looking? Buddy's looking good. Buddy's looking really good. Oh, I see. Minus 25C and ABS shatters. Okay, well, Shifter, what sort of constraints are you looking at for Filament? Because minus 25C is not something that most people experience, right? Hi, 3D printing nerd. I might have asked this before, but I have an Ender 3 Pro that doesn't want to print at all. Bed level, but seems that the offset doesn't save. Any ideas what could be causing it? That I'm not sure. I would refer you to Chuck Hellebuck and Filament Friday and the videos that he's done. He might have addressed it. But if it doesn't print, so the offset, you're talking about the offset for how close the nozzle is to the bed. I haven't used the Ender 3 Pro in forever, so I don't know. I don't know. Send me a jog. Have you heard of the Mirage C video going over print quality issues? I'm interested to see what new extruders will come from it. I am. I'm familiar with that video. I watched it in parts. I couldn't watch it all at once at the same time. I did watch it in parts, and it was super interesting. Like, super interesting. I love how in-depth he went. It's funny. I saw it posted on Facebook, and someone replied to it saying, that's a clickbait video. And people were like, what are you talking about? It could have been 2 minutes. They spent so long going through the process. This is clickbait. No, that's not what clickbait is, my friend. That is not what... Yeah. Anyway, boy. Minus 25C sounds like summer in Canada. Does it really get that cold up there? Like, that's cold. Jeez. That's cold. Hey, Buddy's got 25 minutes left, it says. We are at faster. I don't think it's paying attention to that speed. On the Ender 3 Pro, oh yeah, you do have to click Store Settings. That's right. Well, how's everybody doing? Let's see. What time is it? Oh, we're still doing good. Somebody posted a picture of an MK4 resonance test that he found in their dumpster on Reddit. Well, I don't know if that's believable. That seems, I don't know. Diving in Prusa's dumpster doesn't seem like the right thing to do. But maybe. I mean, I don't know. Look at it go. Look at little Buddy being made, man. Looks good. Daniel Atia, hey Joel, any updates regarding your thoughts about the AnchorMake situation? We talked about this earlier, but AnchorMake, it was found that they are using open source libraries, and they have not released the code as per the GPL specifies, and they are using Marlin, but they have not released the code. So I have an AnchorMake M5 in my garage, in the box, and it's never going to see the light of day. And Anchor said they are going to release the code, but I mean, sure, but you should have done it when you're supposed to. I don't know. It's a big thing. I'm not happy about it, so I'm not going to take the M5 out of the box. Instead, I'm just going to send it to Scott Latine, developer of Marlin. I mean, they're using Marlin and not giving it credit. They should really have sent one to Scott, but he doesn't have one, so I'm going to send it to Scott. Big Jano, at least they're not Gtech. Oh, God. Gtech is, man, not good people. Can't believe it. You won't be seeing Gtech on the channel. I'll tell you that right now. God. Hopefully, I don't know. Everybody's up to date on the Gtech situation, right? I hope. I hope. Dirt Daddy RC, Joel, have you used PA Filament? I have. I've printed lots of nylons before. It's fun to print with. Matthew Stapleton, have you used an Enraged Rabbit project with 12 colors? I have not. I know Taylor, Nero 3D. I believe he's got Enraged Rabbit. I do have the bamboo with that'll take the 4 AMS units, so I can do a 16 color project. I just have to find the right project, and then we'll do a 16 color project. Oh, okay. Tico 3D. So here we go. Here's what happened with Gtech. You all know Chuck Hellebuck, Filament Friday. Wonderful dude. We share a birthday. I love me some Chuck. He came out with something called the E-Leveler. He developed it and sells it. It's a device that allows you to easily level manually levelable beds. And it's a little device that has an LED. It's very specific in the LEDs and the voltages and what's going on in there. So there is some knowledge to having made it. It's not just electronic parts slapped on a board. There's some knowledge there. Gtech went ahead and just copied it and is selling it. That's not cool. Gtech has worked with Chuck. He's seen their printers before. And so they just went and copied it. They just went and copied it. They didn't create their own, they copied it. They just copied it. It's really terrible. Reached out on Twitter, they didn't say anything, and so Gtech has been blacklisted from the show. Now, what Gtech did is legally fine because Chuck didn't patent anything. Whether or not there's something there to be patented remains to be seen. The stuff that Chuck was doing is easy. It's why a company wouldn't make their own version of it. It makes a lot of sense. But the problem is Gtech wasn't nice about it. Like, the company went about it in a skeezy sort of way. And that's why I'm not happy with it. I've talked to Chuck. He's tried to reach out to Gtech and to broker some peace and to figure out what they can do. But I can tell you right now, talks aren't going well. And so Gtech won't be seen on the show. Because I love me some Chuck. I love me some Chuck. Andrew Rogers, copied it poorly too. Yes, copied it poorly. 3D Musketeers, Gtech and Chuck are talking again. 3D Printing Nerd, according to Twitter. That's true. I called Chuck this morning. So I believe I have the latest info. And I don't think talks are going to work out. And I don't think Gtech is being nice about it. And like I said, what Gtech did isn't legally wrong. It's not legally wrong for them to find something that's made and make it themselves. The problem is they went about it in a slimy way. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like them wronging my buddy Chuck. So Yeah, I have 2 Gtech printers here in boxes, and those are being given away. Like, I'm not going to trash them. People are like, run them over with your truck or whatever. And well, on one point, I get that, right? It's a brand that has done something that isn't very nice, and why would I want to support that brand? So let's break their stuff. I get it. But there's still people out there who would love to have a 3D printer for the first time that might not be able to afford it. Like, both Gtech printers I have are still brand new in boxes. And if I run those over, it would just make me feel bad because they could also go to someone who could do some good with them. While I'm not going to popularize the brand on my show or recommend it to people, that doesn't necessarily mean the hardware is bad. So it would be really sad of me to break it. It would be really sad of me to break it and not give it to someone who could put some good use on it. So that's what's happening with those machines. Don Torres, I know you don't like them, but I'll take them. That's funny. I'm going to figure out a way to give them out. I'm going to figure out how to give them away here locally. I have another dozen or so 3D printers to give away. Last time I did that, I went to Protopasta, and before that, oh yeah, it was Pooch and I at a restaurant. Oh, excuse me. Run over the empty boxes. I like it. I could just run over the empty boxes. Daniel Tia, hot take on the Adobe Pantone situation as a former employee. That's a really good question. I believe, I don't understand it fully. I know that Pantone is big, right? It's big because it's very specific color sets. I didn't know you had to license them. So I would have to read up on the situation. It seems weird. Seems weird to me, but I get it. Imagine to form. Someone tried to say Chuck had stolen the idea from Gtech as well, then removed the post. Yeah, I get the feeling that was probably, I have no basis of saying this, but a Gtech employee. That's my guess. The person that accused Chuck of stealing their idea was probably a Gtech employee. That's my guess. Hey, look at that. Buddy's almost done. We got like 20 minutes or so. Look at it's going to be a good little buddy right there. Hobby hands with 2. Give them the big brothers, big sisters. Maybe. But I mean, I also have great ways of finding people that are well-deserved of 3D printers. And so I don't necessarily have to use an organization like Big Brothers Big Sisters. I can find some people. So I appreciate the comment, though. Andrew Rogers, the Adobe Pantone situation is mostly Pantone's doing. That's what I thought. It had to do with Pantone and what they charge, right? I think so. Any thoughts about the Neptune 2? Great machine when I reviewed it. Worked well. I gave it away. Cal Clark, I'm using 3D printing and Zach Friedman's, the Gridfinity system to organize my service van. It will routinely see temps of -15°C. The lowest temp I've seen here is 45°C below. It's really cold. It's really, really cold. Thanks for the 10. That's 2 5s right there. High five. I just noticed the parts on here are printed in a Galaxy filament. Look at that. They got some sparkle to them. That's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that. Colin Campbell, what I've seen in reviews of Gtech printers, they got tons of bad reviews, and I tried their filament, and it's crap. Hey, Domenico, hey, no problem about that birthday wish. Love you, bro. Be well. Thanks for stopping by. High five. Everybody say bye to Domenico. He's good people. He is good people. DB3D Dan, anyone else having the issue where if they end the chat with a smiley or anything, it just shows the smiley? I thought that was happening yesterday. I was wondering. I typed something out, I hit smiley, and it just did the smiley. Okay, everybody, here's an experiment. Type something and then a smiley. Like put in a smiley or whatever at the end of your sentence and hit enter. I want to see if it posts your sentence and the smiley or if it's just the smiley. Okay, and Sendium, it worked. Balu, Joel, will be at Form next? Yes, I will be at Form next. I don't know about all the days. I know at least through Thursday. Okay, look at that. It seems to be working. Okay. Practical printing with tacos. Of course, tacos. Of course. For science. This is perfect. Could be an API glitch. Daniel Cross, so there's just one. So wait, people are putting smileys. I see smileys, and I'm not sure if the sentence is. Oh. Oh, does say without a space. So okay, well this is interesting. Oh, so you have to do a space afterwards? YouTube pays a penny per smiley. Maybe. I mean, you never know, right? Come on, buddy, you can do it. Prints so well on the sheet. Ah, it's when you tag someone. Colin Campbell, Tronxy printers are bad. I've not played with the Tronxy machine. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I gotta text my wife. Don't let me forget to text my wife. Love it. So a space afterwards. Weird. Okay. I think there's something else cool I can show you. What have I got? Anybody have any questions about Malta? I was just there. Might be able to share something fun or interesting. We do have another video coming from Malta. Thanks, Luppy. Yeah, I appreciate that. But he is looking good, huh? Yeah, I'm texting my wife, just like I said I would. Bam, I did it. Thank you. Pulicino. Ah. Matthew, right there. Matthew Pulicino. Miss you right back, brother. Ah, so much love. Matthew, right there. Everybody say hi to Matthew. Wonderful human. He is the managing director at Stargate Studios Malta, and he is in charge of the team that we worked with there. Ah, good to see you, Matthew. Ah, so good. Matt is such a wonderful dude. Everyone there in Malta at Stargate Studios Malta was just, so good. Alex Gibson, looking forward to more Malta videos. Got one coming out Saturday. In fact, we filmed 6 videos in total in Malta. Sanders 3D, did you meet Breaks and Makes? I did. Joe and I, we got to hang out for an entire day. For an entire day. What's the deal with milk duds from Balu? They're just tasty. They are just tasty. Oh yeah, Matt. Let's see. It's +9 in Malta, so it is probably 11 p.m. Matt, is that right? It's probably 11 p.m. Matt was, so when we were in Malta at Stargate Studios, the team was doing something. Matt pulled me aside and he said, "Here, come to the office. I want to show you something." And got to the office and I got to put on VR, and Matt was showing me all of the insane stuff that he had sculpted in a VR environment, and it was just really cool to see. I have an Oculus Quest 2 at home, and so he's really kind of inspired me to kind of get into that, and I can't wait. But it was really cool to see 3D sculptures. Oh, it's 10 p.m. Okay, that's not too late. Shoot, probably on your second glass of wine right now, right? Time to relax and chill. My producer David and I were invited over to Matt's house, and we got to have dinner and drinks. It was so good. Oh, if you ever get the chance to go to Malta, you should. YouTube is telling me to insert an ad, and I am telling them no. If you ever get the chance, go to Malta. It is such a beautiful country. Just gorgeous. Oh, it's whiskey time. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Alan Mitchell, have you heard the story of faith, hope, and charity in Malta? Ultimate underdog story from World War II. I will have to look that up. Mitch Speedy, how did they add the textures to the model? I believe the LiDAR scan is what gave us textures. I believe. Jessel 3D, are you going to start doing more scanning stuff? Yes. I have a cool scanning project coming up. I have a really cool scanning project coming up, and that'll be on the show soon. Hopefully. Hopefully. DB3D Dan, take it easy, my brother. Love you, man. Have a really good day. I'll try to stop by your stream if I'm online. Luppy, Luptonium, if you ever get a chance, don't insert an ad. So far, I've gotten that stuff twice. Oh, look at that. We say 3D scanning and Grant pops up. Grant pops up. I do have, let's see. I got the Revo Point Mini, I think it is. Look at this one. It's so tiny. Here, I'll put it right here. It's so tiny. Look at that. Revo Point. It's so tiny. I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. Grant, scanning. Scan all the things. LiDAR is just a point cloud. You need pictures and photogrammetry to add texture. Right, right. That's what I'm thinking. That's what they did. Dirt Daddy got to go pick up the wife. Hey, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Grant, you just did your first initial look at it. Oh, that's exciting. It's all right. All right. It's good to know. Santhony, is it S. Anthony or Santhony? That's a fun name. Love my Mini, so much better than my original Revo Point Pop 2. That's good to know. Matthew Stebleton with a $5. High five. High five right back to you, Matthew. Thanks for that. The real Sam Prentice. It won't be as good as Grant being there. That's true. I won't have Grant there, and that's probably my favorite part of 3D scanning. Sam, are you going to be at Forum next? Are you going to be there? I need a Sam hug, and the next time I'm going to be anywhere near you is Germany. Huh. Mini is awesome. Good. I'm looking forward to playing with this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. It says 12 minutes left on Buddy. Looking pretty good. Good little doggo. Yes, of course. Yes. Electric on for real. Magnetic build plate for the Anycubic Cobra Max. It doesn't come with one, but man, that's the thing that was missing for it for sure. That big giant plate without a way of lifting stuff up. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Andrea Ribic, how do I fix my Ender 3? I don't know. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with your Ender 3? Winter House, upgrading from my Ender 3 V2. Not sure if I should go MK3S Plus or Bamboo Lab. Any recommendations? Let's see, Winter House. Both are decent machines. One thing to remember, the Mark III platform is 5 years old. The Bamboo Lab stuff is new. You are going to have the ability to do some more things with the Bamboo over the Prusa machine. Prusa machine is proven over time, though. It's going to be a workhorse, and it'll give you thousands and thousands of print hours. The Prusa machine is also open source, so parts are easier to find. Bamboo Lab, everything is custom, and so if something breaks, you do have to wait for Bamboo to send it to you. Yeah, hope that helps. Andrea Ribic, the fan is broke. Oh, we'll just replace the fan. I mean, fans for the Ender 3 should be sourced fairly easily, or if it's under warranty, you could talk to Creality. Valu, I've been trying to get the 3D printing community to do a meetup at Formnext at 1400 in the foyer west of Hall 12. I'll try to keep that in mind. Cross 2010 Bamboo Printer enables you to print ABS, ASA, PC nylon since it's enclosed by default. That is true. Any of the higher temp filaments, it does come naturally enclosed, so you will have the ability to print those easier on that machine than the Prusa machine by default. Scrapjack, I'm back. Also, some very fun things coming up. Oh, that's producer David using his alternate account. Ooh. It's like Halloween. Bolt the Robot. Hey, what's going on? Ninja, who's the guy that came up with Prusa? I feel he doesn't give his name enough attention. It's true. His name is Stephen Bob Joe. Stephen Bob Joe. He came up with the Prusa machines. Yeah. I know he says his name is Joe Prusa, but really it's Stephen Bob Joe. Stephen Bob Joe. He just shortened it to Joe. Neon Shadow, what features would your ideal 3D printer have as of today? Decent firmware and a good slicing engine, or settings for a good slicing engine. I would like quiet operation. I would like the ability to print higher temp materials. I think filament runout is great, and power loss recovery is a plus. I just want it to work well. Like, my requirements are very little. I know a lot of people have these very specific requirements. I'm just like, I want it to work well and print decent. That's it. Like, if it tells me when the filament's out, that'd be good. Ooh, excuse me. Lunchtime. Joel, have you had any good experience with phone-based scanning photogrammetry software like Curie? I haven't used it. I haven't done a lot of phone scanning for 3D printing. I've done phone scanning, but not for 3D printing. Paul James, I've never seen you do a lithophane. I've never printed a lithophane. Ta-da! I did one lithophane, I think. Yes, I did one lithophane when I did the video about Andrew Sink's ASCII to pick, where I had the mini Joel and ASCII characters. Yeah. Fingit, have you seen the Neptune 3 Pro? It just came out and looks surprisingly awesome for another Endoroid. Nozzle ABL on a direct drive extruder, which is awesome. I have an Ender 3 Pro. I have that at home in the box. I thought about getting it out of the box today, but we went with this one. Maybe we'll do that next stream. If it's supposed to be good, that's great. Oh, Zombie Hedgehog, see you later. Thanks for coming in. Julie Hadley, that's a lot of filament you have there. It is, I know. I know. That's fun, up on the wall. Makes it easy to just be like, I want that. And take it. Bolt the Robot, are you going to be at any upcoming events? I will be at Formnext in Germany, right? Frankfurt, Germany. It's in a couple weeks. I'll be at Formnext. Other than that, that is the only future planned event that I will be a part of that I know of right now. Neo, hello, I bought an Ender 3D printer at Amazon. Do you think it was a good idea? Yeah. Hopefully it arrives and it works, which it should. But yeah, that's a great idea to buy a printer off Amazon. Caden Pierce, hi, I love your videos. My videos love you. Alex Swavely, when is the West Coast Rep Rap Festival? That I don't know. I don't know. Silver Mac, how many printers do you have? Too many. Dozens. Dozens. Oh, Caden Pierce, same question. Dozens of 3D printers. Dozens. Come on, buddy, you can do it. It says 8 minutes. 8 minutes! 8 minutes! Look at little buddy go. Alex Waverly, when is JoelCon? My birthday party one year, I called it JoelCon. Because there's all sorts of cons all over. Called it JoelCon. Like I had 21 people staying the night at my house that flew in from all over. Don Torres, how many printers did you pay for? Dozens? I've purchased a surprising number of 3D printers, or at least surprising to people. I bought this one. This one that you're seeing right here, I bought it. Probably may need more speakers. Yeah, right? Leo Castle, what is your largest 3D printer volume and how often do you use it? My largest is either the Flash Forge Creator 4 or the G-Max 2. Both offer a really large print volume, and I use it very rarely. I am in talks with getting a larger machine. Ooh, excuse me. Like larger. Just have to work out the details on where it's going to go. Imagination 2 Farm Con for ex-prisoners. That's right. There's going to be a con for cons. Con. Raj Halder. Bro, is it true that white PLA filament wears down the nozzle faster because of the titanium dioxide crystals particles in them? I have not heard that. I have heard all brass nozzles experience wear, but I have not heard that white filament wears it down faster. I don't... It depends, right? So the reason that glow-in-the-dark filament wears down a brass nozzle faster is because it has strontium aluminate as the glow-in-the-dark element, and that is a hard, sharp particle. I don't know about titanium dioxide. I'd have to look that up. I don't know if it's a large particle or if it's sharp or if it's irregular, but that would be the reason it would wear down the nozzle faster if it did. If it did. We need a barf. Tudum Carman, my birthday's tomorrow, so perhaps I should call it Tudum Carman Con. Yes, you should. Absolutely. Get some people over and have a proper con. Have a proper con. Caden Pierce, are you getting the Prusa XL? Yes. I was one of the first to pre-order it at Formnext when it was released, so when it is finally out for the public, I believe I'm going to be one of the first to get them. Raj, it's 20 microns and up. Okay, how big are the particles of strontium aluminate used for glow-in-the-dark? Let's look that up next. Electricon for real, have you had any problems with your Cobra Max? No? Ah, wait, yes. The filament runout sensor on the Cobra Max is garbage and doesn't work well. Oh, there we go. Alex Swadley. Titanium oxides are large, but not sharp. There we go. Whereas strontium aluminate is sharp. And when the brass nozzle's heated up, that's what wears it away. Nexon. Joel, prepare yourself. DPT is coming for you. You featured a Prusa on the channel. What Matthew does is what Matthew does. I do my thing, he does his thing. There you go. Polymate, what do people think of the Make You? I don't know. That's a good question. I know Augustin, right? Flowlistic. He's over there at Make You, or he's doing Make You stuff. I don't know. I've never played with one. Elite MC, where can I get your filament in the Middle East? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know where. So, if you want the Protopasta High 5 Blue filament and you're in the Middle East, I don't know a solution for that. What I would do is reach out to Protopasta and see if they know of a reseller close to you, and perhaps it would be available. Let's see. How could you do that? I know Patrick Prince is in Malta, which is closer to you than me. He might be able to get in Protopasta to ship out. Bill Steele, you're pandering to the Prusa hype. Sure. Matthew Stapleton, where can I get a Mini Joel STL? That is hosted on, I believe, My Mini Factory. Wexter put it up on My Mini Factory. So if you go look for 3D Printing Nerd, Mini Joel, whatever, you should be able to find it. Kyle Clark, do you still have the belt printers in your print farm? I don't. I gave away all of my belt printers. I gave them away. Oh, little buddy, you doing good? Oh, look at that. It's making the eyeballs and the ears. It's exciting. Little buddy's got to be done. Paul S., do you ever get filament that is so bad you can't use it? Ooh. Yes. There was one filament sent to me out of King of Prussia that was an EVA-based filament. And he gave me settings to try and print it, and it just wouldn't work. There you go. Yeah. It was an EVA-based filament. D-Wet, what's going on, man? Mitch 3D, what is your worst printer that I still have? It's probably the Sculpto. I think it's garbage, man. Garbage. No, the R2, I don't have it anymore. So I wasn't sure if Mitch was asking, what do I have? Owl filament. 2.13. Jeez, that's out of spec right there. That's awful. Elite MC, how can I start 3D modeling? You just start. Go to, you know what? Go to Tinkercad. Start there. Beefingit, if he has a DaVinci, I do not. I don't have any XYZ 3D printers. Like none. It's telling me 2 minutes left on the buddy. So close. So close. This has been quite a fun little afternoon stream. I like that I was able to get 2 things printed. Polymate, you doing okay, Joel? Super busy? Yeah, I'm tired. Like I'm a bit exhausted. Like more than a bit. But you know, the stuff that we captured in Malta was amazing. I can't wait for you to see it all. Like we spoke with this, you've already seen the one where we used the Construct 1XL to print the stuff, and the stuff we got from 3D scanning the Siege Bell with Stargate Studios Malta. We We also had Stargate Studios Malta help us with a really cool project that's gonna, well, you'll see it Saturday. We spoke with Invent 3D, and we also spoke with Patrick Prince. What else did we do? We got to talk to someone who has an E3D tool changer doing something with automation that will just blow your mind. Absolutely blow your mind. And then we worked with Stargate Studios on a thing that they had made to help in producing some commercial video, and they utilized 3D printing to do it. And it was amazing. And you'll get to see all of that really, really soon. Really, really soon. I missed some of the chat, I'm sorry. Dougal, do you have a favorite build surface? I don't. Like, I just want stuff that works. I know smooth PEI for PLA, textured PEI for PETG. BuildTak works for me on some of the stuff. The OSEC build plates hold PETG pretty well. The Vision Miner nanopolymer adhesive really works well on glass if you have to hold something down. Graybeard Tech, I am printing with the stuff that came with the machine from Prusa. I believe it's the, oh, there, Bill Steele says it. Prusa Mint Silver. Alex, so the tool changer stuff isn't Saturday, but that's coming up. Saturday is the stuff where we utilized, we got Stargate Studios Malta to help with some production. It's gonna be fun. 3D Printer, what's your favorite slicer program? Right now, I'm pretty well versed in Prusa Slicer. I like it a lot. Idea Maker for a while was kind of my go-to, and before that, I mean, long ago, was Simplify 3D. But man, it's been a while, huh? But Prusa Slicer is probably my go-to slicer at the moment. Paul James, what's the red blinking light at the back of the bed? That light, when it's on, it's powering the bed heater. When it's off, it is not. So it's always trying to keep that temperature at 60. And so it'll power it on and off to try to keep it there. No logical. Any plans on doing anything with a Voron or rat rig? Yeah, I do plan on building a Voron at some point. Aaron, if geared, bed weld is great. Bed weld. Bed weld. Oh, I got to get me some of that. There's Buddy. There's Buddy. Here, I'm going to take off this little hair. Oh. Buddy's got an alfalfa. Look at that. Right there. Right there. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Miss you, buddy. There we go. There we go. There's Buddy. Everybody got a little bit of a hair right there. Where is it? There it is. I think we got it. There we do. There we do. There we go. There we whatever. All right, give me a second here, because I just want to say something. It's been a lot of busy. A lot of busy. A lot of busy. And I wanted to get this machine out and just kind of have a conversation with you all. I just kind of wanted to stream for a bit and have a lot of fun just chatting about things, 3D printing, or as Domenico said, spilling the tea on some things, remembering stuff, kind of giving you an idea on what's coming up. And this is what I needed to just kind of recharge my soul a bit, just some time with you guys, and that was a lot of fun. I'm really happy that we got to do this. Now though, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have some lunch. It's gonna be amazing. Well, the 10-year anniversary Prusa machine is now in my stable, and who knows? I'll be printing some more stuff with this. It should be fun. I got to get the anniversary PLA on this machine to print something. I think that's the way to do it. Well, listen, thanks for making it to the end of the stream. I really appreciate everybody who's able to give something. Obviously, it's never required, but if you choose to do so, it goes to good use. Today, it's going to buy me a milkshake. That should be fun. Well, this was good. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. I really appreciate that. We have a fantastic episode coming up Saturday. And if you haven't seen our first episode from Malta, please go back and watch that. I'd appreciate some more views on that if you could. I love you all. I'll see you next time. High five.